What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, y'all, and I'm super excited for today's story time. I'm actually really excited because a lot of y'all, I'm
really sorry. I keep touching my ear in every video. I'm sorry. It's just something I do. I'm really sorry. Plus, I'm not feeling this hair because it's not going the way I wanted it to go. But we move, innit?
Anyway, so I'm really excited for this video because you guys have been asking for a boarding school story time. As some of y'all know, I went to boarding school in Nigeria, which is story day. Okpo, plenty. There's a lot of stories from boarding school, so I'm gonna be dropping them back to back for y'all. Y'all just gotta be patient with me because I'm a little lazy. So we're gonna get into the story time. Don't forget to like, comment. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. You already know what to do. Let's get into it. So boarding school, I went to a school in Lagos, a government school in Lagos. I was in SS1, and that's when they started the whole dormitory change thing. So I was with everybody in the same house color as me. If you're not Nigerian, I don't know how to explain all this to you. Like, apart from the normal uniform, everybody has a house. Like, there's red house, blue house, yellow house. Yellow house, green. My school had purple. We had purple. We had brown. I was in brown house. Very weird color. I don't know why they would. I've always wanted to be in red house. Elementary school, middle school, I was in red house. I don't know why they put me in brown house. Rubbish. Just straight up rubbish. But anyway, I was in brown house, so it was seniors and juniors in the same dormitory. But anyway, I made some friends who were not in my class. I had some friends that were my seniors. They were in like a class higher than mine. And then we're all in the same room. First off, my room was lit. And it was the center of gossip, man. Shout out to everybody that was my roommates. The fuck? Anyway, everyone used to come chill in my room. It was a very fun place. So anyway, first off, it's prohibited. I mean, which English am I supposed to use now? You're not allowed to go home when we don't have holidays, except you're sick. That's the only way you can go home, except you're sick or something, or you have like a really important thing to do. You have to get your parents to ask, but they rarely give students permissions to go home before the holidays. So we had already finished our exams, like the term was already over. It remained like maybe a week or two for us to go home. And a particular friend of mine, which was also a senior, she wanted to go home. So she asked for the sick exit thing. It didn't work out. She asked again, it didn't work out. Anyway, she really wanted to go home. She called her mom to come pick her, and her mom said no. So she decided to go with her friend. They both went. She went to her friend's house. Like, she left in the illegal, or what am I supposed to say? The wrong way. She didn't live like the appropriate way. Like, the school authorities didn't know. And we, as our roommates, were supposed to cover for her during the bed check. If you don't know, man, if you're not Nigerian, you're not going to understand the story time at all, because I don't know how I'm going to start explaining the whole thing for you. Bed check is, they have to make sure every student is on their bed at this particular time before lights out. Lights out is when, well, lights out. Don't be stupid. Fuck. So lights out, they have to check bed of every student in the whole girls' dorm or boys' dorm or whatever gender you belong to. So they had to check. We have to cover for her. Anyway, it was an all planned prison break type shit thing. We all had the whole thing planned out. It was working for a couple of days. With that.
Oh my god, what is that?
Sorry. it was working for a couple of days until they started to search because, and again, we had duties to always do every morning. You have something to do. Everybody has something to do. So they started to suspect that she wasn't there because every morning, the duty would take like a minute for her to do duty. So let's say her name was Mary. The matron would be shouting, "Where is Mary? Mary has not done her duty." And then someone else will have to go do it. So the matron would always like be looking for her and stuff. They started noticing that they didn't see her, like physically, they didn't see her or nothing. So I think 2 days before we were supposed to vacate, or a couple days before we were supposed to go home, they found out that she wasn't in the school premises. So they started calling everybody, and they were really trying to catch us in the lie. So they started calling everybody one by one, and then for some reason our story was not like corresponding. So they started suspecting us. Then after assembly, they called us to one woman's office. I've forgotten her name and her position. I shall know she's one of all these big people that used to punish the students. So they called us to our office and they started questioning us. And first off, that woman don't like me for nothing. She does not like me. So every time she asks me a question, she's always like, "I know you are a liar. Even if you know the truth, you will not tell me." I was just like, man, don't stress me. I already told you I know. Everybody started snitching one by one. Not everybody, but like this one girl started snitching, and he had everybody fucked up. So when she started snitching, everybody was like, okay, I have to say my own truth so I get out of it. First off, when I said I don't know what happened, they finally found out some stuff, and then they released me. They asked me to go. So I went. I was in my class. And mind you, don't forget, all these people, they're my seniors. They're friends with me, yes, but they're still my seniors, and I still have respect for them. So while I was in my class, I started feeling bad. I was like, bro, these people ain't even do nothing wrong. They're probably outside in the sun serving some type of punishment or something. So I went to where they sell snacks. I got them, was it a drink or water? I just got them something to drink. So I went there and I gave them something to drink. So while I gave them something, we started making jokes, laughing, the normal stuff. And then this girl was in the office. Then I don't know, maybe she saw me and she just had to think of something to say. She had to think of a lie. So she just put my name right into it. Boom. Next thing you know, my name's in trouble again. I'm like, bro. Did you have to do that? Did you really have to do that? You had to drag me back into it. Like, no, deadass, man. I'm not even going to say I've forgiven her for that shit, because you could have said anything else, anything at all, but you just felt you had to snitch and bring me into it. I'm like, man, really? Anyway, the woman calls me back into it. First off, she beats the shit out of me for lying. And I already told her I didn't do anything. I'm just a messenger, you feel me? So next thing we know, I don't know who gave them the information, but they find out the address where they was at. So they go there and they drag them out of there. They didn't even have mercy on them, bro, because they were in shorts, like pajamas and stuff. They probably haven't taken their bed that morning, man. They dragged them out of their house and brought them back to school like that, in their shorts and everything, which is very wrong, first off, because y'all could have at least respected them and given them clothes. But anyway, the next day they're like, oh, they're gonna talk to our parents, blah blah blah. So when I noticed my mom didn't call me for nothing, I figured, oh, they probably didn't talk to my parents and they were just tripping, like they were trying to threaten me and stuff. So days pass and blah blah blah, and it's time to go home. And before you go, you have to collect your results. So you have to collect your result before you go home. So I'm patiently waiting. first off, I was really nonchalant that session, so I was not sure if I did good or not. I was really open for a couple of F's and shit because I did not work hard. I did not do nothing. So I was expecting the worst. So I was already nervous about seeing my result. So when it's my turn, my teacher called my name. I go in, I'm expecting my result. She's like, go to the office. I'm like, you said what? Like the office. I'm like, why? She's like, oh, they seized your results. Why? I'm wondering what did that. And the funny thing about this school is when you do something, they could postpone your punishment for the whole session, the whole term, and then at the end of the term, when you've even forgotten what you did, you've forgotten what exactly you did, they seize your result and then they call your parents. Like, what's the reason? What's the purpose? Why? So I'm wondering, because I've done a couple of dumb shit the whole term, the whole session. I did a whole lot of dumb stuff that time. So I'm wondering what exactly I did that they're punishing me for. Are you guys punishing me for one thing or everything I've been doing? Because so I'm thinking, I'm wondering what I'm gonna tell my parents. Man, I was nearly crying, bro. I almost started crying there. It's like, what? Like, what the hell? So I get to the office and I see a whole bunch of criminals just like me. I see them there. And then the woman comes and she's like, kneel down. So she yells at me and she beats on me and stuff. I'm like, bitch, just give me my shit, let me go. So we had to kneel down in the sun. Hot sun with blazer and white sheets. And I was sweating under my armpits inside my white sheets. But it's okay. But anyway, I had to kneel there until your parents came. So I had to find a way to call my dad and tell him that they seized my results and I'm gonna have to wait a minute. Surprisingly, my parents were really cool about it. Like, it didn't even trip, it didn't say nothing. It was just like, okay. I'm like, okay. He's like, okay. He even bought me something to eat. I'm like, wow, who are you? What did you do with my dad? Because the father I know, that first slapped me there. Giving me my size there. But anyway, it took shit really cool. And then when they talked to my dad, they're like, I was accessory to, there's a way they put it, one type of weird vocabulary that they used, that I was accessory to the crime. Which me, I know I didn't do anything. I was just a messenger. Anyway, they said I was gonna serve labor, I was gonna do this. There was this paper they gave us full of stuff, and me in my head I'm like, I'm not doing this because I didn't do nothing wrong. I did not do anything wrong. I had a message to deliver and I did it because they are my seniors. So the fuck. Anyway, so my dad, knowing very well that I'm not coming back to that school next session, just said okay. Because they said, oh, it's gonna have to be next session, not this time, that I'm gonna have to do it next. And I'm like, y'all not even gonna see me no more. Like, because people didn't really know that I was gonna be traveling. I had to keep shit on the down low. So everybody was expecting me to come back next term and serve labor, be in deep trouble and that. But at the end of the day, a couple weeks after I was out of Lagos, so what's the point? What's the point of everything? What's the reason? But anyway, I didn't get punished because I left the country. So I'm really sorry to you people who actually got punished though. But anyway, that girl who put me into it, man, if I catch you, we're going to throw hands. Me and you. going to try, because you could have just helped my life and not mentioned my name. Like, one thing I have to say, another moral of this story time is, if you ever get in trouble, don't try to snitch your way out of it, because the more you talk, the more you get into more trouble. This girl tried snitching her way out of the whole thing. All time they kept catching her in lies and just kept making things worse. Like, you're trying to help yourself, but you're making shit worse. Like, just take it for the fam, man. Take it for the fam, man. Just take that L for the fam. Do it for the fam, man. You don't have to snitch. That's one thing. I ain't no snitch. You ain't ever gonna catch me snitching on nobody. Period. Anyway, that's the end of today's. Sorry, I kept looking that way because I'm seeing somebody doing some weird shit. But okay. But anyway, that's the end of today's story time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what type of videos you want to see, because I need to know. I really need to know. Yeah, my list is fucked up just so. Me food, me big food. Peace.